Okay, let's see if everything is working perfectly. Unlike yesterday, we're having some issues. Let me see this. 1 second. Okay. Let me check on my phone. There's no echoes and stuff. Doo, doo, doo. Let me just view this on my desktop, to be honest, to see everything is good before I do anything. Let's see this. Yep, okay. I'm just gonna check this out before we get started, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, where's YouTube? View your channel. Okay, let's see. God, where's YouTube? View your channel. Okay, let's see. God, where's YouTube? View your channel. Okay, let's see. God, where's YouTube? View your channel. Okay, let's see. Before we get started, guys, give me 1 second. Yeah, I think we're good. There's no echo. If there is, please let me know in the Discord. Every the Discord invitations in the what you call it, in the description. So let's get started. Just a little bit what's been happening, why it took so long to get back on, trading and everything. The reason being is I lost a whole chunk of money on the FTX scam that happened 2 years ago. It's a little bit more now, I believe, and also a lot of my since Binance left Canada, they've been holding a lot of my money, and they haven't released it as well. Since then, to be honest, it's been 2 years now. Really, you know, the crazy thing is, I never taken a loss like that ever in my life, and it was a big lesson for me as well. I was honestly depressed. Lost a lot of friends along the way. The reason being is because the moment you couldn't provide, everyone leaves, right? But at the end, it was a big lesson for me. Learned a lot. Just do your own stuff. Don't put everything in one basket. That's a big thing. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's great. I learned a lot. My training has gotten way better since then. Much more, refined. Risk management is on point. As you can see from the Discord group that I started, it was free for a couple of weeks, but now we moved to a paid version of it. The reason being is, if it's completely free the whole time, it's not really fun posting there every single time, right? But I did have it for I'd say 2 weeks, but then I'm like, let me just keep it for another 4 weeks. And all my progress, every single trade I took, losses, everything were what you call it, uh, were there. So let me just show you the Discord group of what I mean, so you guys can have a bit more understanding of what I mean. So okay, so they're over here. If you guys can see it, if you guys can't, just let me know in the group chat. So this is a group now. There's when you first come, you have to make sure you just read the rules. None of this is financial advice and never will be. So everything is on your own risk. So when you join, you will get a 3-day trial. I might move it to 2 days, but 3 days fairly. I said fairly fair in my opinion. So yeah, about what the group is about. Results. So this is where all the results go. For example, it's gonna be a trade recap from January 16 to 20. Wins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 trades, and this is a bit. I mean, honestly, we were trading on the weekend, so there are a bit more losses because weekends are a little bit more choppy. But if you have your risk management under control, you still come out profitable. Yeah. So there's some of the trades that we took. Right at the bottom entry, 100,371 before initial pump happened. We'll review that as well. It was around right here, 100,000. You know, and give me 1 second. You guys can see. Okay, right there. Yeah, right over here, 100,000. This is where we longed it. Great move. Came down for the retest. We took the retest as well. Came up, sold our profit. Came down for another retest. We took this as well. This is all in the group chat. As you can see over here. Initial touch, we took that long, you know. Um, these are just a recap. So if you go into VIP, this is where the actual trades we've been doing, live trading. Um, the moment I enter, the moment I sell, where I'm selling, where I'm taking profit, everything live. It's not gonna be like, hey guys, this is a level I'm looking for. Then you come back later on when the trade actually happens and you show it. No, it's like, okay, this is a level I'm taking along here, boys. I'm gonna see over here. This was a overnight entry. I'm gonna preset. We'll preset along there with the stop loss, which was given before 105,000. Yeah, 103,131. That was the level. So right here, initial touch, 100,000, 300. Big bounce, you know, from our entries. Big bounce from entry of 1.3%. Anything above 1%, in my opinion, is a big move. So I take profit, at least take profit one, so you can be safe. So, you know, what you said, okay, let's see here. Yeah, so we honestly did long above there as well, the support level, but that one was stopped out for 0.1% loss, I believe, because I moved my stop back above. But the initial long, the one we had to preset overnight, did hit it. Beautiful long entry and a 1% plus move, and my TP1 hit. So overall, my other, like the remaining entry, got stopped out. So the total profit made was 0.6%. These big moves may not intrigue a lot of people, 0.6%, 1%. But if you have a decent size and you make this every day consistently, let's say you have a $100,000 account, you make 0.5 to 1% every day, you will see like $5,000 to $10,000 every month, or even more, right? So you always have to keep your goals small. Don't chase big wins all the time. You know, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. But since see, like if you look at results since December 11, 2024 to January 16, 2025, we had a stat like a great, you know, 44% profit. Total loss only 5.8%, and the total profit you made on the accounts was 39%. So this is what I mean. You slowly accumulate, accumulate. Eventually, you'll see like big numbers, like 30%, 40% a monthly. But you always keep your goal small, right? Like if you're not making 30% a month, don't be like, okay, let me just chase it. I need to get that target. Don't do that, because you'll just ruin your whole account, and it's not a good way to trade at all, in my opinion. So that was what's it? Uh, yeah. So that was okay. At least when I close it, it goes away. Okay, that's good. So yeah, that was just the Discord that I was showing you guys. But now we'll move to actually, you know, how to make a plan and everything, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna start off just a regular chart, Bitcoin USDT dot perpetual. That's what I trade all the time. I don't trade contracts like future contracts. I do trade spot, but this is where I make my plan and everything, right? So we always start off with monthly, not every day. You're not gonna wake up and go on monthly chart every single day, because you know you only go in when there's a new monthly candle, right? So let me just delete this. I don't really need this volume, to be honest, down here just a little bit. The indicators that we will be using in Chart Champions 1, I will definitely show you guys how to use this. Previous day, this shouldn't, you don't, I don't need this. Yep, so that's all you need. I'm going to close this for now, as we're not going to be using it. Also, one more thing we will be using is pivot standards. We're not going to be using pivots on every single time frame. Only time frame we will use it on monthly. So these two tools, in my opinion, are very, you can trade off them. You don't need to go like any more crazy technical in it. So let's start with charting. Normal stop loss, support and resistance levels. So I'm going to chart this monthly level that was already tapped. It was around 96,475, and I'm going to lock it. So you can name your each line monthly, blah blah. It makes it easier to navigate. You can make a folder here. You know, just rename it to high time frame levels. High time frame levels. So yeah, at least you know your big levels are in here, so you don't have to like have like 50 horizontal lines. Gets a little bit complicated. This monthly open, we're not gonna chart it because this has not been closed yet. But this is an old level. We're still gonna, you know, have it on there in case it comes down and retest it, because it's a monthly support raise. So let's see here, another one right here around 70,332. So what you can do is just clone this, and just go here 70,332. So you don't need to like you know, just keep doing it. So yeah, I'm not gonna like label all of them. I'll label just the main ones so you guys know how to actually label these simply. 63,000. What did I just click? Okay. What was it again? 63,992. I think that was it. No, it was not that. It was 332. Okay. Bro. Okay. Wait, am I like retarded? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Pardon my language. Let me just move it manually. There you go. 6,300. Okay, so we got those monthly now. Now we're gonna move to the weekly chart. And again, weekly. This one claimed it 98,346, and then it acted as support. We will mark that out so you guys can actually see it playing out on lower time frames, because you're not gonna be entering on a big time frame like this. This is where you mark your levels. Okay, this is what I'm waiting for. Then you enter on like maybe 15 minute, or yeah, a 15 minute would be pretty nice. 15 to 30 minute, if you got a good confirmation, you can enter. See over in here, if you like, this is a weekly level as well. See that came down, broke all these lows, like all these lows came down, and boom, ultimate claimed it. Then you could have taken a log here as well. But other than that, yeah, we're not gonna mark all those bottom ones because I already have it on my other layout. So I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna show it to you guys over here how it's usually done day to day. Okay, so today there was another daily level which was formed yesterday. And for daily levels, I always keep my color blue, so it's you can differentiate it. See over here, this was a daily level at 99,900, and see how it's like you see lows, still a level of support, came down, boom, held it, and then came down again to second time, but it claimed it again. So that means it's good support and good area to take a trade. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So now we have all these levels created. Now we're going on a 15-minute time frame to actually review what actually happened, right? So as you can see, this was a daily level. I'm not sure why it's give me one second. Let me change the colors. Okay. All right. Came down, retested again. If you look at a little bit before. Oh yeah. Beautiful reaction. Took out all these lows, right? All these lows, even this one. I don't think it, yeah, but these are like the, all the way bottom. That's where I'm expecting it to go to. I'm not saying it's gonna go there, but ultimately it most likely will come take those lows out. But that's just look at being a bias a little bit. So we always trade level to level, even though whatever we want, you're not always gonna get that. Okay. So we had a beautiful long over here around this zone as well. It was a daily level, so I'm like, I'm gonna wait for it to claim before I take a long. This can all be reviewed in that group chat. Once you got VIP, you can review all the previous trades as well. Everything. I remember, yeah. So we long it over here, claim the weekly, higher, and boom, look at that, claim the monthly as well. Retested it again, support and higher, and I just kept retesting the support many times. Ultimately, so yeah. Over here, this was a short that I missed last night because I was not on my PC. It's a very simple short, swing filling pattern right up there. Take these highs right up there, and boom, look at that, takes you highs. If you just mark this out, let's say you mark the previous high out, as you can see, there's no close above that. Usually I don't keep this. I usually just keep these swing. I like these support and resistance levels red, like not the daily levels, like just range high or whatever. Came out, couldn't break above this, so this was honestly a short indication in my opinion, but I did not take it. We also had this long, which I already reviewed. But yeah, so now we're most likely let's see here, what else can I do? I think I'm gonna remove this and just wait, no, remove it. Oh, at all these, put in the high time frame levels because these are all high time frame levels, right? Oh yeah, so one more thing now, pivots. I'm going to review with the pivots and also the indicator. So this indicator is it's called CCPE PT1. It's from Chart Champions Group, but it's for free. You can go on TradingView, you can get it, anyone can get it. This will label out, previous day equilibrium, previous day low, previous day high, those levels for you, so you don't need to do it yourself. Yeah, so this was a high I made yesterday, so this will be the previous day high. Ultimately, this was the previous day equilibrium that had a preset long out yesterday, and beautiful reaction at 1%. Yeah, it lost it, claimed it again, but I'm not gonna be taking this anymore. I'm probably gonna be looking for maybe this untapped daily level, which was around 102,251. But also one more thing is, you're not just going to long every single level. You have to wait for a reaction, right? Like if there's a reaction, then you take a long. Like over here, for example, it made this low, came down, took this low out. Look at that, by like legit like maybe $50 or something, and then it climbed back. So that was a good reaction, and you could have taken a long, keep the stop loss below this, and you wouldn't have been stopped out. Even here, if you use a fib retracement, you could have easily got this trends. Entry around 618. This level is really good too for retracements, but you might not always get it. It might just claim the daily. This was the daily level before, which is again now. You might have just claimed that daily level and held up here and go higher. So you gotta be like mindful of that. If there's a good reaction, take a long. If there's I'd say over here, if there was like another 15-minute close, I would have taken that long as well. But there's no close, so I'm like, I'll probably just wait for lower. We got lower, and that's where we are. Yeah, so that's what it is. So give me 1 second. We have to update my group here. What's going to happen next, and I'll show you guys how this is going to be looking like. I think this, so around here, I believe will be a resistance now until claimed. So what we're going to do is, first of all, go to a different layout here. Give me 1 second. It's also the weekly level actually. I think it's an old weekly level, but it's still a weekly level. Let me see if this, yeah, so this is still a weekly level right up there. It's tapped now, so we don't really take it into consideration as much, but we're gonna wait a little bit higher to around 104,600, and then we're most likely going to take a short. So let's see here. Okay. Yep. So let's see here how this plays out. I'm going to wait a little bit. But for now, it's just the right layout. Okay. Just going to close this out. Yeah, so we're gonna play something like this. I'm gonna show you guys. Under 620. Yeah, so something like this. I'm gonna post this in the group chat from my phone. Actually, I'm not gonna just do it over here. Yeah, so something like that, in my opinion. That's what I'll be waiting for. 104,610, and target much lower, maybe the lows of this whole range. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do that. We'll look for a reaction up here first. If there's a good reaction, we'll probably take profit one, and if it goes higher, we'll be stopped out of this trade. So for now, I'm gonna put a 0.6% stop loss, which will be around 105,228, and I'm gonna show you how this will be updated in the group. Stop loss 105,000, 228, and we're we're still waiting for this to be triggered. So I'm going to show you Discord here. Let me see Discord pull up. It's not pulling up here. That's interesting. Okay, right there. So right here, posted up, taking short at 104,600. Stop loss 100,528. So this is how we're going to be taking this. And let me see. I might have to adjust this because this might just front run it, right? I mean, still looking good. Still looking good. Nothing. The moment it goes below this, I might just have to take this trade manually. So that's totally fine as well. I don't mind doing that. But that was a level. Is it going to front run it? Looks like it is going to. Might front run it. So we're gonna move this. The moment it loses the weekly level, we'll take a short as well, right? So if not, we'll look for the preset entry that we have right now, 600. Just going 1 minute. Okay, still looking at it. Still looking at it. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna enter over here. Okay, so I'm gonna enter over here now. I'm gonna enter short here manually after weekly. So yep. So now honestly, give me 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I entered on my phone on MetaTrader. I usually don't do it on the phone on computer here. Also, I'm not sure I'm even allowed to show my FTM account here. But other than that, so right here, enter short manually at weekly. Right there, we enter the short manually at weekly. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to wait now, and we're going to keep the same stop loss at 105,200. 260. So that would be, give me 1 second. How much of the invalidation is that? That is about 0.34% invalidation. The move itself is around 0.7 from here where we entered. I'd say like around here, that's a stop loss. But the thing is, I always trade with half margin, so this will be the loss will be divided into like 0.35%, right? So that's why it's good to trade with lower margins and not always big margins. So now we're just gonna put a alert right below this low, and then we'll monitor this, how this plays out. It looks good, to be honest, as it has lost weekly. Tried claiming it but couldn't. I mean, yeah, it could go up to that level that we're still waiting for, but at the same time, we're just gonna wait. So we're just gonna go on a 15-minute time frame, and we are going to actually, let me just put it so you guys can actually see. 104. What's my entry? 462. So this is my entry right there, and that's my stop loss. Okay. 260 actually, like right there. The moment it gives us a good move, I'd say like at least maybe from here to rejects over here, then yeah, we'll move our stop loss down then, because we're not gonna just keep it up there and get stopped out. If you understand what I mean. Yeah, so we're gonna be looking at this. Let's see here. 462. Yeah. I'm just gonna lock this actually, so I don't actually move it again. But yeah, this is we're actually in this short right now live. And let's see how this plays out. Let me look at the volume as well. I think the volume should be fairly bearish. So I'm gonna show you how I look at the volume as well. Let me just get another Windows capture in here so you guys can see. Give me one. So OBS. Where's OBS? Okay, so Windows capture. Maybe do Excel charts right there. The funny thing is, I don't think Excel charts is being shown, to be honest with you guys. So I'm gonna actually maybe go like a display capture, and there you go. At least you guys can see it, right? So let's see here, a lot of longs being built up into the resistance zone, and let's go back here. Let's see here. How was shorting at the bottom, right? If there's decent amount of shorts. Big candle came in volume. Second volume just died out right away. See that? So this is a honestly sign that it will most likely would have reversed back up. Back here now. A lot of shorting still here around zone. Decent amount of shorting, not too wild. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna hold our trade. It's totally fine. Um, yeah, so yeah, it looks good to be honest. It's not too bad. A decent amount of longs being built up around the zone, so most likely could go down. But yeah, we just trade level to level. And now we got this level. We're just gonna take a trade, wait for our stop loss. If it hits, we're not gonna close out early because you know that's also a bad sign of trading. So we're not gonna do that. Um, yeah, and we'll just wait it out here. To be honest, decent stop loss. And if you're, this is why I don't trade with leverage anymore. You know, if your leverage times 100 here, it goes up there, you're already down 70%. So yeah, we're not gonna be doing that. Even like honestly times 10, yeah, still not. Because the moves are all volatile. Like let's say you're shorting down here, I will never short down here. But if you were, you're already down like 10%, right? Almost 10%. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Leverage is not good, so we're not gonna be doing that. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So other than that, we're going to honestly we'll just stay in this for now, so you guys can see actually live. So as you can see, volume, a lot of volume up here. The moment the volume went up, died out. So it could reverse around here, in my opinion. So we'll just have to be patient and see how this actually plays out. Can't really predict everything 100%, so you gotta go for the most high probable trades where you have the most success for a win rate. So yeah, this is a good level in my opinion to short. Yeah, best would be around here, I'd say, but this is still a resistance zone. If you cannot claim this, yeah, goes lower for sure. So we're just gonna wait here now and see how this plays out. Definitely will post this in the results or general chat how this short played out. I mean, thing is, even all my losses, even results, I'm not gonna post like, hey, I took a loss here. I'll just do a trade recap where it does include the losses as well, right? And each loss is honestly mentioned in every trade. Um, if you go here, for example, let's see, yesterday was just all win rate, like 100% win rate, so we didn't have any losses. Even before that, let's see. Oh yeah, right here. So we took a long, some monitoring, below close. So yeah, we took a long, but it got closed. It closed below weekly, so I just closed them in for a 0.2% loss. Right up here was a 0.15% loss. But yeah, so you see, even losses and everything are included here, not just win rates, because if anyone's just not showing their losses, they're most likely not winning at all. So yeah, so that's my take on this. So what we're gonna do now is just put an alert up here, alert right there. I already have alerts on my on my other layout, which is a little bit more for VIP users and stuff. Same, we'll use the same strategies though, almost similar strategies. Nothing too complicated in my opinion. Just that I'm the one who's kind of giving them like, okay, I'm taking a short here and just stuff like that. So other than that, we will see how this plays out, um, and then we'll go from there. Let me just see here. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, definitely comment, and then I'll try my best to answer to the best of my capabilities, right? Um, but let me just close this out now. Display capture so you guys can actually see here, right there. So that's a trade we're in right now. So I'm probably just gonna close off my stream here now. I think it's been long enough, and I don't want to make it too long where you guys don't understand anything at all. But yeah, just keep your goals small. Don't rush trades. Have realistic goals. Don't be aiming for 100% profit every single day. Aim for like 1%, 0.5. And also, if you do need size, you don't have size, you can go on FTMO. They'll give you size. Just use a referral in my description. So you can start with a 10K account for like 100 something dollars, 100, it's around 98 USD, I believe, or 93 USD. So it's not a big amount. You can start with that. If you want a bigger size, 100K, you can use like around 800 Canadian dollars or 500 US dollars. So yeah, I mean, back in the days we didn't have that. I didn't even know about it. So it's honestly a blessing in my opinion. Um, but yeah, we'll slowly build back together now. I did take a big hit. Lost a lot of friends. Uh, but everything happens for a reason. I learned a lot as well in my time that I was down. But yeah, now uh, more focused and we'll get back up. Lost money can be made, but lost time cannot be. You cannot get that back. So yeah, so I always live by that. And even if you're not making anything at all, just make sure you still following your plan. Because once you follow your plan, you'll start understanding how the market actually works. Okay, I'm like, I did this and that. This is not working, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and this did that for a while. Okay, then you can look at it. Okay, I wrote my bad trades down. I did this wrong. I took it this long. I was waiting for this, but I took it before. Everything. So once you start writing everything down, you'll start understanding the patterns. Okay, this works, that works, this doesn't work. Those type of things. So for me, it took me around 2 to 3 years to get profitable. Realistically, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Not a lot of people say, "Hey, get into trading, you'll learn it quick times." No, for me, I went through everything. Like struggles, sleepless nights, so many sleepless nights, learning everything. If you guys actually do want to learn how to trade, I'm not the best teacher. I'm not gonna be here to teach you how to trade, like how to do this, what's this, blah blah blah. For me, it's mostly just signal based. I'm buying here. I'm looking for this, and a little bit more technical terms. I'm looking at the data level, previous day equilibrium, like those type of things. Very straightforward. But if you actually want to learn how to trade, you can go into the website. Where I learned is from Chart Champions. That's where I learned how to trade. Even going into that group, don't be expecting big signals, because if you go into signals, it's most like an educational group. But yeah, they do provide. We're looking for this, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, even with that, you're not going to be successful until you actually do it yourself, right? So yeah, I'm going to end this live stream here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, please comment or join the Discord and tag me, and I'll be more than happy to answer you guys. Thank you.